What is going on, guys? I am Jaye the Black. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. This is going to be part of a series of videos that I do, particularly on pro athletes, about basically the wins and losses of basically their off the court or off the field lives. Now, this is about Gilbert Arenas and how he was able to finesse his situation to his benefit with his ex, who he had a very up and down relationship with. The situation has pretty much been toxic ever since they broke up, and we're going to get into that, but make sure y'all like the video. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with my videos, I do very unconventional commentary. I don't do news, I do commentary, okay? And this is no different. That's why I consider this to be part of a series of videos. And also, I'm going to speak on why he refused to marry her, because they were engaged to be married. Gilbert Arenas and Laura Govan. Now, they were together for an extended amount of time. They have 4 kids together. They broke up briefly but got back together right around the time she was on Basketball Wives LA. Her sister is Gloria Govan. And I'm going to tie it into this because both of them, Laura and Gloria, are very bad at taking people to court. They're very bad. They've taken L's to both of their exes. Gloria has taken L's to, Matt Barnes in court, and Laura has taken L's to Gilbert in court. But Gilbert isn't, he didn't just take her to court. I mean, he took another female to court, but we're going to get into that. But first, I want to get into one of the big W's for Gilbert, and that was his libel lawsuit that he filed against her, Laura, for making claims that he had the ABCs, if you know what I mean. She made these claims public, and because she ended up leaking some information to the press, she lost this case and had to pay him over $100,000. I believe this was in 2016. What a way to put yourself in a bad situation, okay? You can tell a lot about a person by the decisions that they make. I don't care how a person may look. I don't care what their public perception is, okay? When you have somebody, all right, like Laura, who's leaking info to the public, okay, it says a lot about her character. And she says and done some other things too, and we're going to get into that. But this is probably one of the main reasons why he was never going to marry her. He's seen these qualities in her, but he did have 4, young ones with her. So he's stuck with her, and he's going to be stuck paying her for a long time. Not a lot of what it was, but he will. Now, he ended up trying to sue her again, but he ended up dropping it because I believe her attorney said some disparaging things about him on a blog. He ended up suing, but he dropped that aspect of the particular situation to be done with it. But of course, they're not going to be done with each other. She apparently in 2016 accused him of sleeping with her sister. That's right. She, Laura, basically accused him of smashing her sister, Gloria. And these two are siblings. What have I told y'all? What have I told y'all about these siblings, man? They have this sort of rivalry to each other. They, one may have a little bit more animosity towards the other, because Gloria is more attractive to me than Laura is. Gloria is more attractive. And maybe she's always gotten that attention. And because she's always gotten more attention, she's always felt some type of way about it. It happens, man. Talk to any set of sisters, especially the one that looks the best. She's going to talk about the animosity that her female siblings have had towards her. And this is no different. The fact that you would claim this just shows you that you're willing to go very low in order to, prove a point. But what point did you prove exactly? You just made yourself look like a fool, an idiot. And also, your sister at that particular moment probably wasn't surprised, because she probably always knew you felt some type of way about her. Well, be that as it may, after they had broken up, apparently she went and took a whole bunch of stuff out of his house. He had accused her of stealing his stuff. During their breakup period, this was right around 2015, 2016, which was coincide with the, support situation. He actually got the support changed because, he's no longer in the NBA. He's not making he's making $700,000 a month. He's not making that anymore. So he also took a W because he was able to go to court and get it lowered from $20,000 a month to $7,000 a month. Okay. And I think that that's big because at that time, people vilified him for that. They vilified him for standing up for himself and not allowing his ex to make claims against him, to try to finesse full support of the kids from him, and to have him paying not only support but paying the child costs. Because what's very crazy, not crazy. We know what's very interesting in this situation is that the judge basically told her to get a job because she's wanting $20,000 a month from him, but when she had to make her financials available to the court, you see that she's getting money from all of these different ventures that she's in. She's getting money from the reality show she was on, other promotional. So she's not broke. She just has bad spending habits. And she probably still does have very bad spending habits, but she's going to make it seem like, and I'm going to get into that. She's going to make it seem like he's not taking care of his kids, which is what she did. Because according to an article from December 25th of 2018, Gilbert was, tired of Laura, trying to press him for money. She posted text messages of him basically dangling, a car in her face, and because he didn't give it to her and she felt upset about that, she went to social media to claim that he wasn't taking care of his kids. Okay. Now this is what she has said. Okay. Out of respect for my kids, I have held my tongue for years and not responded to the many attacks and false allegations you have made on my character, she wrote on Instagram Saturday, December 22nd. To know me is to know how hard I work to provide for my kids mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. I'm with my babies all day. She went on to say, I resist the urge to respond to all the negativity that you send my way, but today I have to set the record straight. My kids are my life, and they are the only thing we have in common. And so I'm posting this message to reinforce the fact that everything I do is for them. Let's redirect your energy not on buying gifts for others, but time spent with your children. 8 months is a long time without spending it on them. And since you're in such a giving mood, how about some Christmas gifts for our babies? She also said that $3,000 he offers for the 4 kids isn't enough for the cost of living that she has. Well, this is exactly why you need to have your own money. This is a very, equal society, right? You got a lot of women that fight for equality, a lot of women that want equal pay, but you got a lot of women who are equally lazy and they want to have other people take care of the kids while they use their money on themselves. And they don't want to work harder to where they don't need that man to take care of them financially. Y'all haven't been in a relationship for so long. Now, if he's not taking care of his kids, I can understand that. But if it's a situation where you're holding certain things against him, of course, it's going to be difficult for him to want to be in that particular situation. But again, take care of your kids. And I truly believe that he is doing that. Now, also, according to this article from Atlanta Black Star, he had basically said that a new girlfriend he had dated made claims against him, right? And he ended up suing her. He ended up suing her for making claims against him, and he ended up winning an undisclosed amount. I think they settled, but it was an undisclosed amount, okay? Because she said that he was threatening to send a tape of them two to her kid, right? Well, he also said in this article that phone records and recorded conversations tell us Laura was helping her friend take me down so Laura could get full custody. I don't know what you were paying her, but that backfired and she now owes me. We have court in February and I will fillet that ass like usual. Okay. And the name of the ex-girlfriend name is Janelle. And apparently they know each other. They're cool with each other. You see, it might have been a very good thing that he didn't marry her, but he did have 4 kids with her, which keeps them together. It might have been worse than them, getting married and then getting a divorce, because, he's still going to, if it was a situation of them marrying, right, without having the kids, he could just pay her off and be done with it. But in this situation, he's stuck with her through the link of the kids, right? Listen, I'm not saying that Gilbert is a perfect guy. I'm pretty sure Gilbert has made mistakes. But when you look at the fact that Laura lost the case because she tried to do some sneaky, grimy, things, it shows her character. The fact that she threw her own sister under the bus shows her character. The fact that Gilbert even exposed the fact that she was Tamar Braxton's ex-husband Vince's side piece shows her character, because he was saying, according to court documents, that she was getting wire transfers from certain individuals. She might not want that information disclosed, but it was. Once again, shows the character and why Gilbert decided to walk away.